Hey folks, welcome to the Almond Landscape YouTube channel, where we are striving to help you be a better business owner, landscaper, hardscaper, whatever. Got a big announcement here, something to show you. It's an overview of the Kobelco SK55 SRX, I think -7 or something, whatever. This is a practically new excavator we bought off a buddy of ours, Prime Outdoor, up in Newark, Ohio. If you're from there, you know you know. This is a 5.5 ton unit Kobelco, and it's about to lose all its logos and all that stuff here, and so it says Almond on there, much like it says Prime on Steve's machines. This thing has 80 hours on it, so it's practically new. A W bucket, but the WB bucket, but the big announcement for us here is the fact that we've partnered with Steel Wrist, the tilt rotator company, and we're going to put a X06 on this unit, tilt rotator, so the bucket or buckets and forks and all sorts of awesome attachments we got coming for it. We'll be able to rotate 360 degrees on the end of the stick here, stick, boom, right? And then king post that we have swivel on. So that bucket will be able to twist, tilt, do all sorts of awesome stuff, jump in and out of other buckets easily. It's going to be amazing. Just wait to see the whole series we've got coming on that. We can't wait to get a Steel Wrist on this thing. I am so excited. Green hoses, yo. So that being said, Kobelco 55, 5.5 ton machine. It fit on our standard trailer over there. We're going to upgrade trailer sizes there, so we'll get to work on that. Bigger GVW on that. But really a nice machine. We've got this Cat 3035 next to it here. So again, the model numbers generally indicate what the tonnage is of the unit itself. So that's a 3.5 ton machine, Cat 3035, and then the Kobelcos do it in the SK concept 55, so 5.5 ton machine. That's locked out. We'll have to get that. So anyways, 5.5 ton machine. Counterweight, it's not much different than the 45. This has a little bit longer stick and I think a counterweight or something on it. I don't recall. But so far, I've run it a total of 7 minutes and it's been awesome. Haha. But a little bit of views of our engine here, and it's a 37 horse. I don't know what engine's in this thing. Frank Yanmar, there you go. Now we know. And we've got all of our damaged stuff. I don't know what the, like I said, I am brand new to this machine. I literally don't know what's going on with it. So, like I said, this is why this is an overview video and not a review. Like I said, fits on a standard size, 17K GVW trailer without going super wide or anything crazy or having deck over only. Now we can open up this compartment. Awesome. And this thing will actually hold open at 2 different tiers, which is pretty cool. I like that. Hydraulic fluids. We've got our battery compartment here covered up. And it is an SRX-7, now we know. Diesel fuel goes in here. It's pretty easy access, but I don't want to have the key. That part kind of sucks. I don't like that. But again, for access and theft's sake. So that's a 3035, I think it's 2016 or 2018. It is 2,000 hours. 41,000 I think right now. So that's set up there. This machine is quiet, so far powerful. It's amazing the jump in power and productivity. Just in a few minutes I screwed with it out in the dirt pile when I got off the trailer the other day, but I had to get going to a function. Let's fire it up. Here we go. There's your opening screen. Definitely gonna need the air conditioner. It's hot in this greenhouse. Purrs like a kitten. I love it. We're going to turn on our dials here for air conditioning. That button does something there. I don't know what though. So we're going to turn that up. This controls, I guess, what vents. I really know very little about this machine. Your blade float option, EGR, I don't know, whatever. Your lights. Your high-low speed for tracking. This is your blade. Whoops, got to put that dealie down. Okay, here we go. Your blade up. The cab, roomy, comfortable, pretty simple. It's not the most fancy cab by any stretch, but I would say it's probably a more economical, machine and price range. I do like that there is a slide here for your phone. Okay, so. Let's take this thing out and dig. Let's go mess around with it. I think it's got 17 foot of reach, if that sounds about right. It's got a digging depth of 11 feet. So yeah, nice. Whoa, I haven't run this thing wide open yet, so it's crazy what it feels like. Oops, wrong thing, so that's kind of weird. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know how to engage my king post here. Okay, I don't know why my king post won't work, so we'll have to figure that out. Okay, well, there we go, we're left-handed. Something I know I don't like right out the gate is my armrests are too low, so I don't like that. We got to adjust that. If you've got to operate this thing, you've got to be comfortable. There we go, that's why it's hot in here. The AC wasn't even on. On the Cat, my king post is on my right hand, so that's kind of weird to use to. This is your auxiliary hydraulics. You can see them twitch when you do that, so I would want to switch that over just because that's what I'm used to. So the king post over here is kind of weird, but it's got full direction there, borderline 90 degrees. That's pretty cool. So you can get right up along a building and dig. I like that. That's kind of like up to the 8-ton model, so you've still got that swing on the king post. I just love that. One thing I don't love right out the gate is these auxiliary lines right here. They stick out real wide, kind of cumbersome. Same with out at a distance there, the auxiliaries for a thumb or attachment, they stick out way far. I wish they were more compact, because if you're digging a narrow trench deep, you really want all the room up there you can, so you're not smashing stuff off. So I don't love that. Let's take this thing for a walk. Here we go. The thing is so tight. I'm so used to a machine with some hours on it, you know. So something that's good to teach yourself, you know, is to learn to track with your feet, to walk with your feet, so that, well, so your door doesn't go, I don't know if that's better for sound or not, but this allows you to have your hands, you know, free to operate and to move around as you track around a yard or do whatever. So work on teaching yourself to do that. It takes a while, and sometimes your battles roll off. Instead of just trying to like ease into it when you're just getting used to it, if you just go for it like that and get going, it's a good way to get comfortable. Steve filled her up full of fuel, he said, because he didn't clean it off, so thanks. The door's open here, or windows, I'm sorry. So far air conditioning's cooling down, need to open it up some more. I got to do a lot of reading on this thing to see. I'm going to go out and dig a couple of test holes here. Be a great way to get an introduction to this machine and see how it goes. So let's go dig a hole. Well, I just talked for like 5 minutes and wasn't recording. Love when I do that. So that's a pretty quick overview here of the SK55 here. Not to be confused with Ditch Witch SK, but great reach on the machine in a 5.5 ton package. It's amazing the difference from a 5.5 ton machine from a 3.5 ton. The reach, the power, it really is noticeably, it really is something. So 5.5 ton may be my new ideal size machine. I don't know, we'll see. But the reason we went up from a 3.5 ton to a 5.5 ton, that's the size you begin to really maximize the use of a tilt rotator in the larger sizes. And so I think you go really small, which is like a 2 ton machine with a tilt rotator. So the size, balance, weight, all that stuff, this is ideal. Now again, this is long stick, so by the time we put that thing on there and all, that's going to give a little extra reach, but also a little extra tip, so you got to be careful there. Other than that, pretty simple machine, not the sexiest thing in the world or whatever, but that doesn't matter. But I mentioned it, so it must have some bearing to me to some extent, but it doesn't really matter. Most important thing is, I don't know what makes this flashy light work, so we gotta we gotta figure that out. But other than that, just a good solid machine. In now the 20 minutes I put on it, what do I know? I was talking about access to this. I don't love that access to this is, I always got to get the key no matter what I want to do to fill up. This theoretically helps prevent or reduce people from stealing, siphoning fuel. Did I say gas? Oh my gosh. Rookie mistake, my gosh, Caleb. And you never say gas. We got a guy in the company that's always talking about gassing up everything. It's like, no. Fuel and gasoline. Look at this test hole here, filling up with water already. So that's good for a pond, but boy, that's gonna be a nightmare for digging. Oh my heavens. And maybe we run a dewatering pit. I don't know, we'll talk about that here, but I'm gonna shoot some grade. We'll do a whole nother video on this whole pond setup. but I'm gonna shoot some videos on this and that. But anyways, that's the overview of the SK55 out there. Great looking machine. Hot dog.